The Pentagon losing one of America's most sophisticated weapons like it was a set of car keys for 28 hours. Our nation's top brass couldn't seem to find an $80 million F-35 fighter jet that went missing. Its pilot forced to eject himself from the cockpit over some unknown issue. And the jet coasted on autopilot with the transponder shut off, again for some unknown reason. The search got so desperate the general public was asked to help locate it, and the Marine Corps had to ground all jets. Eventually, they found the wreckage in South Carolina, a state, Dana, some 80 miles from where it took off. Not surprising, the Biden administration doesn't have any answers.
How does the United States lose track of a $80–90 million F-35?
The Pentagon's, just before coming on to see you, I called my colleagues at the Defense Department to check in on that, and they are investigating this entire mishap, as you would anyway. And certainly they'll take a look at the search and recovery efforts of the aircraft and how they found it and whether or not processes could have been different when this is over. There will be a complete, transparent, comprehensive investigation, and you can count on the Defense Department to come public with what they've learned.
And one of our lesser talents at Fox spoke to a former fighter pilot on what may have happened.
If it's a stealth fighter, then it's a stealth fighter. We're not going to see that airplane. So if the pilot ejected, his wingman or his flight lead is supposed to do RESCAP over the area where the pilot ejected. And then if the F-35 was in fact on autopilot, or maybe even not on autopilot, but under power, the airplane's going to trim itself for 1G, or the autopilot's going to take over. It looks like if the debris field is really the jet, it flew for another 80 miles, which it could easily do.
Wow, he does look like a pilot. Harold, in the green room, you said this is yet another insurrection. Clearly, Trump supporters had built the plane, and the pilot was a Democrat protester.
I'm writing all this. I want to check the tape to make sure. I don't recall that one. But I'll tell you this. This is, I'm not going to speculate a whole lot. I did, when I saw the story earlier and listened to that fella on your show, Jesse, it made me think a couple things. One, this was not the first time this has happened, I think, in the last few months. Two, could this be some sort of hack? Could this be some sort of infiltration from someone outside of the United States? When you think of all the things that have happened just in the last week, from the Las Vegas hotels and casinos being hacked to obviously a whole range of companies that impact our lives. And with what we've known over the last several years, and particularly in the last year where we saw this balloon go over the United States, is there some foreign infiltration here, some foreign hacking here? I trust Mr. Kirby is right, and our military has every right and will have every incentive to get to the bottom of it. And I would imagine they're even working with the manufacturer of that stealth jet as well. So I'll wait for the facts to come out.
AI Harold. All right. Dana, in the green room, you said, obviously, they're not talking about this because the pilot's a female. I thought that was so sexist. Explain your theories.
I can't believe it. It's really outrageous. And the story is quite wild, right? So it's about $100 million, really, all told, if you talk about it. And we're just losing them. And so I'm very pro-defense spending, but it's not a great look when you are about to have a big spending fight in Congress and you want more money for defense, and you're just losing things that you could have put an Apple AirTag on, and you're asking the Neighborhood Watch program to help you figure out if you can do this. The interesting thing is about the hack, the fact that it was lost means our stealth technology works. But on Saturday in the Wall Street Journal, there was a front page story. It was very disturbing about how China and Russia have leapfrogged us in terms of hypersonic missiles. So we are behind in the technology, and we need to get ahead, and this might not be the way to do it.
Apple AirTags for planes. That's an interesting idea. It seems pretty easy. I have one on my dog. All right, Judge. You're only supposed to really eject yourself when the other choice is death. Do you think maybe it's an embarrassing error because he shouldn't have ejected, or she? Or they?
I don't have the slightest idea because the Pentagon doesn't know. Pompeo couldn't assess what was going on. And I talked to Kirby before he went on with Martha, and he said, we really don't know. You know what's crazy about this? I mean, if he ejects, he made the decision to eject, right? I mean, should the plane just drop down at that point? Or, how far does it go? What if it were over a city or a hospital or a school? I mean, is it that dangerous? And Dana, you make a great point. I mean, I have AirTags on my dogs. I know where they are at any moment. That we could lose something like this, and apparently it's what's called a Class A mishap. When something is worth $2.5 million, everybody goes into, we got to find this thing mode, and they couldn't find it. It was like Crime Stoppers. They had to ask the public, have you seen an F-35 in the area? I mean, think about how crazy that is. And, but it's like typical for this administration, right? They lost 85 migrant kids and $80 billion in military equipment in Afghanistan. We lost the service members there. They lost cocaine at the White House, and one person in the White House actually lost his mind.
Yeah, there you go.
Get an air tag for that.
Jesse, in the green room, you said to me, obviously it's a male pilot because when they found the plane, it was nicely parked between the lines.
I came out and looked at Emma's car the other day, and there was a little dent in it. And I said, what's this dent? And she said, that? And then she had an explanation. But you know what? She was contrite. All we're asking for is a little contrition. That was a couple $100s on her car. This is $100 million. We paid for that. And talk about the $6 billion they lost in Afghanistan, all the money they leave in Ukraine. No one's saying, you know what, taxpayers, we apologize. This is a $1.7 trillion joint fighter program over the course of the program. And they're so expensive, they're like Lamborghinis. We don't even really use them. And I read that they can take off and land vertically, and they hover.
Yeah.
Think about that. But we're so...
It's like you at a bar.
I'm just going to go to commercial now.
No, go ahead.
What else do you want from me, Greg? You want to know what it's like to eject? You know the handsome pilot? You know what he told me? He's like, it's going from 5 Gs into 300 knot wind.
My God.
Called it traumatic.
Wow.
Really?
I said I wanted an ejector seat on the 5.
Yeah.
For who?
That guy.
Well, I think we can agree that this is grounds for impeachment. So
Absolutely.
We'll be touching that later.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.